In The Human Condition, Hannah Arendt explores the incredible potential of human beings to bring something new into the world, not merely through survival, but through action, speech, and true individuality. At the heart of her work is the miracle of birth and action, two ideas she sees as deeply intertwined. For Arendt, birth is more than just a biological event. It's a fundamental beginning, a moment filled with the potential for originality. She writes, "Men, though they must die, are not born in order to die, but in order to begin." Each of us is born as something new, not to merely go through the motions of survival, but to add to the world through what we do and say. Humans are distinct from other living beings in our capacity to act. But what exactly is action for Arendt? Action is more than just achieving a goal or fulfilling a need. It's the moment we engage with others, stepping out of our private, self-centered lives and creating something unplanned and unpredictable. Each time we speak or act in the presence of others, we reveal a little piece of who we are, a uniqueness that can't be fully known, even by ourselves. This individuality emerges only when it's reflected in the eyes of others. Arendt sees this unpredictability as a form of miracle. In nature, cycles dominate. Things are born, they grow, they die, and the cycle repeats. It's a closed loop where each event follows inevitably from the last. But humans have a way out of this cycle through our capacity to act entirely new, something unrepeatable. For Arendt, every human action has the potential to be miraculous, simply because it introduces the unexpected. Alongside action, Arendt emphasizes two moral capacities that are essential for the public life: forgiveness and promise-keeping. These two are unusual in that they help manage the unpredictable consequences of human action. Arendt sees this as an antidote to vengeance, a reaction that's predictable, almost automatic. When we are wronged, the natural impulse is to seek revenge. But forgiveness disrupts this cycle. It breaks the predictable chain of events and gives both parties a fresh start. Promise-keeping serves a similar purpose. In a world where actions are unpredictable, promises provide a way to anchor ourselves. They allow people to rely on each other, even in the midst of uncertainty. For Arendt, the ability to forgive and to keep promises are essential tools that allow us to live and act together, making the miracles of action sustainable over time. Arendt also identifies three primary types of human activity: labor, work, and action. Labor refers to the effort we put into sustaining life, feeding ourselves, reproducing, all those repetitive actions necessary for survival. Work, on the other hand, is the creation of lasting things, artifacts, buildings, technology that shape the world around us. But action, she argues, is the highest and most distinct of the three. Action doesn't just fulfill a need or create a product. It's how we disclose who we are, engaging with others in ways that reveal our character. Yet, Arendt believes that we've lost most of our appetite for action. She reflects on how, in ancient Greece and Rome, the public realm was a stage for heroic deeds and political participation. People sought glory in public life, where their actions would be seen, judged, and remembered. Today, however, the home has become our focal point. Our lives are increasingly private and consumer-oriented, where we focus more on comfort and security than on public engagement. As consumers, we're less interested in participating in politics or pursuing lives of autonomy. We risk letting go of our potential to act, and in doing so, limit the scope of our lives. Arendt suggests that rediscovering our potential for glory is essential. This doesn't mean glory in the sense of fame or power, but rather in the sense of fully embracing our human capacity to create, connect, and reveal ourselves. In this way, our lives become something meaningful, something more than just survival or consumption. To Arendt, this glory is deeply linked to love. Love, our identities are seen and appreciated by others, and we, in return, witness their unique individuality. Arendt describes the experience of truly seeing another person as a kind of joy, an experience of sheer pleasure in witnessing their distinctness. A reminder that we don't just exist as bodies or minds. We are who we are because others see us and we see them. Ultimately, Arendt argues that to be human, to be truly great, is to recognize that we are more than just animals driven by survival instincts, or consumers driven by taste and preferences. Our lives are a gift, a new beginning given to us through birth, an opportunity for something utterly new to emerge. By embracing this beginning through action, we breathe life into our own identity, and in doing so, we offer hope, faith, and a spark of wonder to those around us. In the human condition, Arendt reminds us that being human is a chance to live fully, to step beyond what's necessary or expected, and to bring forth new things in ways that surprise, inspire, and connect. We're not just here to live and die, but to begin, to act, and to reveal the miraculous potential that lies within each of us.